Please be seated. Prynhonda a Criso I Gardis. Good afternoon, graduands. Good afternoon, honoured guests. Welcome to this degree ceremony here in St David's Hall. My name is Stuart Palmer. I chair the governing body of Cardiff University, the Council. And may I first of all offer my personal congratulations to all of you graduating this afternoon. To graduate here in St David's Hall is perfect. It's a wonderful space with, I'm told, wonderful acoustics. And I hope as the ceremony proceeds, we can test those acoustics to the limit. So, all of you graduating today, you've had a wonderful experience, I hope, here in Cardiff University. It's been a journey, hasn't it? A journey that started when you applied for a place and you were successful in being awarded a place here at Cardiff. After that, of course, you've been with us, you've been studying, and we have a team here of healthcare scientists. So welcome to the healthcare scientists and welcome to the course of study that you've been pursuing. As well as all of that academic activity, I'm sure that I'm told that you've had a social life that's been both exhausting and stamina testing. Yeah, there's some giggles here that indicate that it's been just that, and I'm delighted to hear it. As well as your academic career here at Cardiff, you may well have dabbled in and dipped your toes into all sorts of other activities. You've had the opportunity, for example, to spend time in the Students' Union with all their clubs and societies. You've had time to spend time with the cultural side, the cultural life of the university, the cultural life of the city. You might have done some volunteering, and we're very proud of the students who get involved in volunteering, particularly in the local community. You might have had time to do some international studies supported by the university. But what's almost certain is that you have spent time sharing accommodation, sharing your life, communal living with other students, the delights and the challenge of communal living. And I hope that that will mean that you'll take away from here many friends and colleagues that might stay with you for the rest of your life. I know that colleagues I met as a student, I still have as a close friend. Graduation is a time for celebration, and we're here to celebrate that in St David's Hall. To celebrate with family and friends, who I can see are here in great numbers. Family and friends who've supported you emotionally through your period of study and probably supported you financially as well. Thank you for all the help that you've given to our students. I hope you have a wonderful day here in Cardiff, in this wonderful city, a diverse, exciting, energetic, vibrant city. And I hope it's a city that has given you many memories, and memories that you'll take away with you when you leave, if you leave. Some students I know will want to stay for further study. Some will want to stay to work in Cardiff and make Cardiff their home. Whatever you do after graduation, all the best. My best wishes to all of you. The university is very proud of its commitment to Cardiff, the city, proud of the support that it gives through its civic mission to the health, the wealth and the well-being of Cardiff and of the local community. It's a support that we use students to help us, staff to help us, everybody gets help. Everybody helps us, I hope, in that civic mission. Graduation is a time to take stock, to reflect on the education that you've received. That education has first of all allowed you to acquire new knowledge, to acquire new skills. It's allowed you to dig further, to dip more into your specialist topic and to gain qualifications, in this case in health sciences. It's allowed you, I hope, to learn with your fellow students, to learn with colleagues, to learn using the infrastructure, the support, the facilities of the university, and to learn from the academic staff of the university who sit here behind me. I hope you found that the university's research-led teaching has provided you with a stimulating but challenging course of study. I hope it's given you the confidence to go out and challenge accepted wisdom, the confidence to go out and ask the difficult question. And I hope that confidence remains with you throughout your professional life. Remember that you will always be a Cardiff graduate, and the university will always be proud of you and proud of your achievement. Now, of course, is the time to look forward to what happens next. Yes, of course, we want you to use your education, your qualifications for the betterment of you and your families. But please also keep in mind the possibility of using your qualifications and your education for the benefit of society more widely and for the world in a way. Your contribution is there for the world. The future is yours, much more, I think, than the future certainly is mine. In a few minutes, you're going to cross the stage on the red carpet. Please make sure you don't trip or stumble. We've seen a few already. You'll be shaking the hand of the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Colin Riordan, and you'll be joining a family of almost 200,000 alumni of the university. Please keep in touch with us. Please come back to see us often, if at all possible. And please act as ambassadors for the university, spreading the good word about Cardiff University wherever you can spread it. Remember again, you'll always be a Cardiff graduate, and we'll always be proud of your achievement. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Esther Ivan. Esther will be graduating with a degree in law and Welsh this week, before returning to Cardiff in September to do the law practice course alongside a master's degree. Esther is going to read the Proclamation and a poem by Wales' inaugural national poet, Gwyneth Lewis. Many of you will have encountered Gwyneth's work. It's there in 6 feet high words, thought to be the biggest poem in the world, 6 feet high words on the front of the Wales Millennium Centre. Gwyneth has been writer in residence at the university's School of Physics and Astronomy and is now an honorary fellow. The poem Education was specially commissioned by Cardiff University. Diolch yn fawr. Have a wonderful ceremony, a wonderful celebration, and thank you very much.
Education by Gwyneth Lewis. Beiddia feiddio, gwellhad o wneud, myna geisio, parcha ddweud. Trawsnewidiad fydd dy glod, dy ddyfodol, mentro bod. Learning's a passport that returns you home a better person. It permits you to dare being daring, makes you secure with not knowing everything, helps you welcome some failure, forges an alloy with others' thinking. It's a simple delight in mind and its motions, scintillates but isn't deceptive. Admits the joy of institutes, is the open road to everywhere but bigotry. It's the shortest distance between you and me, and if you're lucky, it never ends. I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh, then in English. Ôl-raddedig Gwyddorau. Bydded wybod I holl aelodau'r Brifysgol ac ar draws y byd bod cynulliad Prifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod I dderbyn y myfyrwyr hynny sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgol heictod, wedi harchwilio'n briodol yn ôl statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Dathlwn lwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, ac wrth wneud hynny, fe hatgoffwn y cyfrifoldeb I rannu gwerthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Hwy sydd ei geisio, trwy ei cyflawniadau, gwasanaethu lles pawb, ymdrechu am regoriaeth ym mhob peth, a gyfalu am ddyfodol ein byd. Parchwch ddaeth uneb gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Ôl-raddedig Gwyddorau, a nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so remind them of the responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
Pnawn da, fel gan chechlor ar am Prifysgol hoffwn ymestyn croeso cynnes I chi gyd heddiw. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry about that little side issue there. I need a scroll to give to the Honorary Fellow when the Honorary Fellow comes on. So I'd really now like to warmly welcome all of you here today and to all students to receive their award. This is the part of the ceremony when the students' names are read out by a senior colleague here, and you will then, one by one, come across, and I will congratulate you, and you will then go back to your seat. Now, as you've heard, there are great acoustics here, so you are expected to make as much noise as you like. You can whoop, you can cheer, you can whistle, whatever you want to do to celebrate the occasion. But please, when the relevant student has reached me, if you could then stop just for a moment so that we can hear the name of the next student, just to be fair to everybody. Once all the students for each award have crossed the stage and have gone back to their seats, I will ask them all to stand en masse. And we have a tradition that at that point, I speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. And the sentence that I use, translated into English, means, through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to your award with all the privileges this confers. So we will now proceed to the presentation of graduates.
I, Professor David Whittaker, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Iechyd Ahmed. Gerald Alleman. Jennifer Helen Barrett. Heather Baines. Abigail Betteridge. Aidan Bishop. Victoria Boyce. Holly Bridgen. Lady Caby. Crystal Campbell. Emma Jane Casey. Rebecca Clark. Chloe Elizabeth Cobner. Marshall David Cox. Sophie Collins. Rhiannon Dew. Veronica Gregory Effiong. Alice Jane Elizabeth Elliott. Leila Hanoun. Jessica Harvey. Matthew Hill. Lucy Howells. Julian Ivory. Sarah Angharad Jones. Holly Ann Marriott. Patience Mbaulu. Aving McConville. Tetiana Moore. Hufsa Nasser. Louise Nation. Laura Stacey Osborne. Payal Patel. Jack Pemberton. Jessica Poor. Angela Power. Bethany Proctor. Nicole Reed. Holly Roberts. Faith Tendai Rondora. James Smith. Craig Stringer. Luke Tay Lodge. Catherine Louise Thomas. Holly Tuck. Shlakey Walters. Ellie Warren. Married Lois Williams. Sophie Roberts. Lynn Slater. Majed Faiz Al-Asmari. Ella Ahmed Ali. Adna Houriye. Nicholas Morris Albert. Lottie Alice Helen Anderson. Eleanor Badcock. Charlotte Ann Ballantyne. Nell Beret. Jenny Bickford. Gavin Birch. Andrew Breeze. Courtney Brown. Emma Bunston. Charlotte Clark. Joanna Clark. Samantha Cowie. Ellen Coyle. Anna Dare. Georgia Davidson. Katie Joanne Davis. Rebecca Kate Davis. Ria Della Sita. Lisa Derbyshire. Megan Letitia Douglas. Katie Fink. Eleanor French. Jessica George. Lucy Greenslade. Siwan Fleur Griffiths. Mariana Guzmão Gomez. Sarah Haynes. Isabel Hale. Charlotte Havard. Nicole Hewitt. Rachel Hill. Eleanor Hunt. Abigail James. Anist Wynne Jones. Rachel Jones. Emily Judd. Neil Lewis. Emily Lobianco. Isla Lockhart. Deepa Mayani. James Milner. Amber Nicholas. Fionn Mair Owen. Sarah Pocknell. Ruth Powell Hughes. Rhiannon Rees. Chloe Roberts. Lucy Emily Roberts. Lily June Rushby. Cleona Sanders. Holly Simmons. Harriet Louise Smallwood. Annabelle Stafford. Laura Ifoma Thomas. Laura Walling. Robin Weeks. Bonetta Williams. Hannah Lois Wood. Katie Jane Woods. Faiza Abdi. Susie Bellow. Jose Carabuena. James Carlson. Lowry Carter. Helen Caswell. Megan Victoria Hunt. Jennifer Jenkins. Lindsay Jenkins. Nova Johnson. Jenny Mackay. Mark Ruiz Manuel. Jeko Navalta. Jessica Skur. Nanda Sagani. Catherine Sykes. Sarah Thompson. Yasmin Jade Watkins. Ashlyn Whelan. Jessica Stephanie Williams. Judith Wynne. Sharif Abdullah. Tiernan Abrahams. Sebastian Adamczyk. Natasha Allett. David Anderson. Sophie Andrews. Matthew Ashby. Sophie Banks. Zoe Bennett. Catherine Benson. Daniel Betty. Chloe Binmore. Ellen Sarah Bird. Nia Mair Breeze. Deborah Brown. Thomas Bullock. Gemma Burgess. Millicent Bushnell. Anna Butcher. Eleanor Cawthorne. Jen Champion Cope. Catherine Colley. Sarah Combe. David Cooper. Alexandra Crockford. Emma Cunningham. Emily Louise Davies. Mair Davies. Sarah Davies. Harriet Devereux. Aaron Dimbleby. Joseph Dodenhoff. Alexandra Patricia Dolan. Joanna Duthie. Charlotte Edwards. Maya Kembia Ellis. Leanne Fowler. Pauline Findlay. Claire Finnerty. Alex Fisher. Catherine Foster. Aisha Garvey. Neil Geraghty. Kitty Glass. Benjamin Godbold. Kirsty Grattidge. Laura Halliwell. Cameron Hanton. Jessica Ann Hayes. Rhiannon Haynes. Bethany Here. Lydia Page Helsby. Megan Henderson. Emma Hook. Ailsa Hope. Carla Howe. Laura Howells. Matthew Ivin. Matthew Jackson. Chloe Jarman. Elliot Thomas Johnson. Caris Angharad Jones. Rebecca Jones. Siwan Mai Jones. Morgan Neath. Madeleine Lawrenson. Maria Lekanashmi. Sarah Letchford. Rebecca Lim. Emily Lotter. Erin Maeve Lynch. Natalie Mansfield. Amy Marshall. Amani McGee. Robert McGrath. Holly Monson. Claire Morgan. Lauren Murphy. Jenny Naylor. Phaedra Nicholson. Jane O'Sullivan. Saoirse O'Brien. Christian Patrick O'Connor. Phoebe Ormisher Wordsworth. Alexandra Tamar Orr. Anna Padgett. Alice Parsons. Emma Patch. Chloe Pereira. Matthew Phillips. Beatrice Pine. Simon Pritchard. Elizabeth Randon. Monica Redding. Anna Rolfe. Mary Sanders. Sonali Sharma. Daniel Sherman. Lexi Smethers. Holly Spear. Natasha Chloe Stewart. Alex Shapleski. Laura Tasker. Hannah Wakeham. James Ward. Finley Warner. Poppy Warren. Robert Watkins. Rebecca Sophie Wells. Lucy West. Erin Mary Whalen. Anna Meddy Williams. Amy Willis. Caris Woodmason. Megan Woolmer. Jack Zilch. Savannah Cave. Lorna Crowley. Sophie Johansson. Faye Jones. Sinead Jones. Annabelle Judge. Mary Lewis. Disha Patel. Bethan Elizabeth Powell. Rachel Robinson. Elizabeth Saville. Adam Luke Turnbull. I, Professor David Whittaker, introduce those who have received the Diploma of Higher Education. Grace Marion Owens. I, Professor David Whittaker, introduce those who have received the Certificate of Higher Education. Hannah Davies. Laura Stevens. Eleanor Bradshaw. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Would all the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Core'r awdurdod a rhoddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad ar holl freintiau y ddaw yn ei sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations.
So could all those students that have received an undergraduate diploma or degree in any aspect of healthcare please either stand or remain standing, and the platform party as well. If you can stand, please, for the reading of the oath.
I will now declare the oath, first in Welsh and then in English, and then I will ask you to agree to the terms of the oath. Addawaf mae fy mlaenoriaeth gyntaf fydd gofalu am fy ngleifion. Byddaf yn garedig gyda phob claf ac ymdrechaf i gyfathrebu yn effeithlon gyda nhw. Byddaf yn parchu urddas a'u prifatrwydd a'u hawl i gyfrannu'n llawn at benderfyniadau ynglŷn â'i gofal. Byddaf yn onest ac yn ddibynadwy bob amser ac yn parchu a diogelu gwybodaeth gyfrinachol. Ni fydd fy nghredoau personol yn amharu ar ofal fy ngleifion. Trwy gydnabod cyfyngiadau fy nghymhwysedd, bydda bob amser yn diweddaru fy ngwybodaeth am sgiliau proffesiynol. Os bydd gennyf reswm da i gredu nad o'i fi neu gydweithiwr yn addas i weithio, byddaf yn gweithredu'n gyflym i ddiogelu cleifion rhag perygl. Ni fyddaf yn camddefnyddio fy sefyllfa broffesiynol, a byddaf yn gweithio gyda chydweithwyr yn y ffordd orau lles y cleifion. Yn yr holl faterion hyn, ni fyddaf byth yn gwahaniaethu'n anheg yn erbyn fy ngleifion, na'm chydweithwyr, a byddaf yn barod i gyfiawnhau fy ngweithredoedd iddynt ym mhob achos. Rhoddaf yr addewid yma ar fy llw yn wirfoddol ac o ddifrif. Os ydych yn cytuno â thylerau'r llw, dywedwch ydwyf. I promise that I will make the care of my patients my first concern. I will be considerate to all my patients and will strive to communicate effectively with them. I will respect my patients' dignity and autonomy and their right to be fully involved in decisions about their care. At all times, I will be honest and trustworthy, respecting and protecting confidential information. My personal beliefs will not prejudice my care of patients. Recognizing the limits of my competence, I will keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. If I believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice, I will act quickly to protect patients from risk. I will not abuse my professional position and will work with my colleagues in the ways that best serve patients. I will never discriminate unfairly against patients or colleagues, and I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. I make this promise solemnly, freely, and upon my honour. If you agree to the terms of the oath, say, I do.
I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the postgraduate certificate. Tamsin Clark. Bethan Fluke. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the postgraduate diploma. Francesca Louise Davis. Naomi Davis. Tracy McMaster. Abby Murray. Naomi Stott. Kirsty Teague. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Dima Nasir Al-Dasari. Nicola Jennifer Turner. Kelly Bendon. Asma Alderwood. Asil Ahmed Omar. Sarah Nadir Asiwalam. Belina Lisa Baby. Sue Jervis. Abdullah Ali Alamari. Mosab Alajali. Allah Mohammed Al-Martama. Shuk Mansi Saeed Athabaiti. Iman Al-Zawawi. Marina Thithikis. Yifan. Claire Gilson. Konstantina Giru. Dimitrios Lysikoras. Nupur Shah. Jin Sun. Laura Walker. Jay Wei Yang. Yasir Abdullah Al-Kasi. Shakar Almir. Lisa Chudley. Richard John Holford. Khalid Mohammed Mufa. Robert David Morgan. Nuruddin Usman. Abdulaziz Theeb Al-Khatani. Declan Leonard. Michael Ronan Murphy. Richards Rawlins. Nathan Wharton. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Will the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Roedd awdurdod a rhoddwyd I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad ar holl freintiau y ddaw yn ei sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations.
The following students to be presented have achieved a doctoral degree, and in recognition of their achievements and research, they will be presented to the presiding officers, who will shake their hand in turn. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Advanced Healthcare Practice. Tina Dennis. Helen Ludlow. Denise Shanahan. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Nursing. Sean Bill. I, Professor Amanda Coffey, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Frida Brown. Deborah Jameson Flynn. Cynthia Jean Sylvia. Salim Kamal Zazran Al Ismaili. David Evans. Anna Jones. Ken Yan Wong. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Will all those who just crossed the stage please stand? Trwy'r awdurdod a ddodod I mi gan y Brifysgol, derbyniaf chi I gael eich dyfarniad a'r chwch freintiau a ddaw yn ei sgil. Llongyfarchiadau. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Shakina Otom, and it is my honor to address you as the Vice President of the University Students' Union. May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world. May your association with the university be cherished and constant throughout your life, as you are now members of its distinguished alumni. I am sure your time here has been unique. Everyone in this hall has had to overcome challenges, and this is what makes you the graduate that you are today. But what makes a Cardiff graduate so unique? Cardiff graduates have found people from all over the world who they would otherwise never have met, knowledge they would never have gained, and possibilities they never would have dreamed of. They are more than the papers that document their time here or the handshake they have just received, more than the gowns they wear and the caps on their head. They are fierce and proud students and loyal friends. They build communities together and make memories that they will look back on fondly. Lastly, a Cardiff graduate never forgets the steps they took to get here, the hard work they put in, and the perseverance it takes to achieve great things. But today marks the end of an era and the beginning of the next chapter of your life. Now it is time for you to embark on your own journey in this world, prospering your life, your families, and the world itself for all humanity. But remember, you will not get far in life based on what you already know. You will advance in life by what you're about to learn after you leave here, because education in all forms does not stop after you graduate. Class of 2019, do not wait to seize your opportunities. Your time has only just begun. Good luck. Diolch. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor. Friday, October the 21st, 1966. Many here today may not know or truly appreciate the significance of this date in our history. For those who don't know, at 9:15 that morning, a massive colliery spoil tip slid as an avalanche onto the village of Aberfan near Merthyr Tydfil, burying Pantglas Junior School and the surrounding buildings in the valley below. The event, surely one of indescribable horror, killed 116 children and 28 adults. It changed many more lives forever. One person whose life was changed was Professor Sir Mansell Aylward. On that fateful day, more than 50 years ago, Sir Mansell was a clinical medical student. He was one of the first people to arrive at the devastated, tragic scene. One simply can't imagine what greeted him. No one should ever witness such a traumatic and harrowing scene in their lifetime, let alone experience it on their own doorstep. Speaking in 2016, on the 50th anniversary of the disaster, Sir Mansell recalled how the impact of the catastrophe changed his life and greatly influenced his subsequent career in medicine. He spoke then of the diligence, cohesion, and endurance of the people of Aberfan in the way in which they have grown hope and overcome indescribable adversity. They say that out of great tragedy, great good must come. It was this tragedy that no doubt defined Sir Mansell's focus and determination to change lives for the better. It became almost part of his DNA to challenge adversity and to support and give back to those communities who need support the very most. This has certainly proved the case for Sir Mansell, whose career, spanning more than half a century, shows little, if any, sign of abating. During his distinguished career, focused on public and occupational health, Sir Mansell worked as the Chief Medical Officer, Medical Director, and Chief Scientist at the Department of Work and Pensions in London. He was also the first Chair of Public Health Wales, responsible for establishing public health services at national and local levels in Wales immediately after devolution. As a distinguished medical academic, he is the former director of the Centre for Psychosocial and Disability Research here at Cardiff University. His research has spanned several areas, including the psychosocial, economic, and cultural factors that influence well-being and illness, the relationship between work and health, and the factors which pose obstacles to people's rehabilitation and recovery. The approach has been very much centred on the development and evaluation of practical public health and rehabilitation interventions that can change lives. Currently, Sir Mansell chairs Wales's Life Sciences Hub, a dedicated organisation designed to help the people of Wales benefit from the work of innovative companies that find solutions for the NHS and healthcare providers. He chairs the Bevan Commission, Wales's leading think tank for healthcare delivery. As a group of international experts, the Commission provides advice to Wales's Minister for Health and Social Services, ensuring that the nation can draw on best healthcare practices from around the world, while remaining true to the principles of the NHS established by Aneurin Bevan. In recognition of his work and influence, Sir Mansell was made Companion of the Order of the Bath in 2002 and knighted in 2010 for services to health and healthcare. In 2016, he was elected as Fellow of the Learned Society of Wales. But for all the many plaudits and prizes, and for his contributions to medicine and public health, Sir Mansell has never forgotten the community in which he was born and still lives. When Sir Mansell was made a freeman of the borough of Merthyr Tydfil in 2013, the then council leader remarked, "Professor Sir Mansell has, without doubt, had an outstandingly brilliant career in medicine and medical science, but despite all this, has remained extremely proud of his Merthyr Tydfil and South Wales Valley's roots. He truly is a man of the people." For Sir Mansell, it is not just about sentiment or words. He is a man of action. Through his efforts and work, there can be no doubt that the community in Merthyr and the surrounding areas have benefited so much. He was influential in bringing a multi-million-pound expansion of the emergency care centre at the Prince Charles Hospital, and in the development of the Keir Hardie Health Park, which is helping train many of our own healthcare students and delivering the next generation of practitioners. This is part of Sir Mansell's inspirational legacy to the community from which he came, in which he lives, which he served all his life. Ôl-raddedig isganchello, cyflwyna fi ti, yr athro Sir Mansell Aylward, fel cymrawd anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Troi'r awdurdod a roddwyd I mi gan y cyngor, derbyniaf chi fel cymrawd ar anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd. Congratulations, Mansell.
Now that, well, how can I follow that? I didn't know half of that myself. And I felt, people often say, humbled by it. When I feel when I'm humbled, I feel down. So I'm not down at all. I am privileged and very delighted to hear that, though it does embarrass me greatly. Prynawn dda, mae'n bleser mawr gennyf fod yma heddiw I dderbyn yr anrhydedd mawr hwn ac I fynegu fi niolch i'r is-ganchelor a Phrifysgol Caerdydd fi mod yn cael fi ystyried yn dailwng o rôl mor ffarengtig yn y prifysgol. A gaf fi hefyd eich croesawu chi dyd a chlongifarch pawb sydd wedi graddio heddiw. Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here today and to express my deepest thanks to the Vice-Chancellor and to Cardiff University for considering me worthy of such a most coveted and highly privileged honour. May I also congratulate all of you who have graduated today. When I joined Cardiff University some 15 years ago, I had been working from my beloved homeland for some time, indeed 18 years, in that land across the dike. I cannot adequately convey the satisfaction, support and pleasure I have gained as a member of Cardiff University, where, as you well know, research and ambition are highly valued and success is evident in the international arena across such a wide range and diversity of academic disciplines at Cardiff University. In this speech, in which I am advised that I should be brief and possibly somewhat amusing and convey some words of wisdom to those of you who are embarking on your chosen career. Surely, having benefited from your enjoyable and undoubtedly enlightening, and I say that in its wider sense, enlightening time at Cardiff University. While I am never brief, I don't claim to be wise, and I doubt that you will be amused to any significant extent by what I have to say. Nevertheless, no one will stop me for saying a few more words. There are some thoughts, and I have these thoughts about elements, particular elements in my working life which have brought me joy, a sense of satisfaction, and perhaps have been of value to those who have passed my way in my career in public services, medicine, and perhaps, hopefully, in attempting to improve the health and well-being of people disadvantaged by health and social inequalities. I have been guided in life by the old-fashioned principle of exercising the human touch. In other words, by embracing empathy and compassion in the way we engage with others in our daily lives, at work, and in society as a whole. Whilst empathy is merely putting yourselves in the shoes of others, compassion adds to that the abiding sense and commitment of truly caring about the person in whose shoes the empathetic approach places you. Is there any evidence that adopting these strong interpersonal relationships makes any tangible and significant benefits to the persons with whom we engage? Yes, there is evidence, and yes, we do. There is certainly such evidence in the disciplines of health and care, which really are of great relevance to all of you here today. A recent UK study confirms that the perceived empathy of healthcare professionals by patients with diabetes reduces the risk of early death in those people by at least 10%. Some would say even greater a percentage than that when one looks at it. Cambridge University researchers have found that patients with cardiovascular problems and cancer who reported better empathetic experiences with healthcare practitioners in the first few months after their diagnosis had 40 to 50% lower mortality risk over the following 10 years, compared with those who experienced low empathy from their health practitioners. Isn't that a remarkable figure conducted in a well-conducted, evidence-based study by Cambridge University? A 40% lower risk of morbidity and particularly mortality is more profound than any drug on the market or any drug in combination on the market. You can be the therapeutic drug that works best. I could quote further examples of benefits brought by empathy and compassion, but time prevents me from doing that. I too have benefited from those who have taken an empathetic approach to me in times of difficulty and during the toils and successes of working life. Not least my wife, my family, and close colleagues, some of whom are here today. It may sound trite to use that overworked but most meaningful phrase. I wouldn't be standing here today without the support, empathy, and compassion of my family, my friends, and my working colleagues. So these to follow are my very brief words of wisdom. Practice and cherish these golden principles of valuing others and trying to make their lives better by knowing you. Thank you for letting me express my delight, privilege, and honour at being chosen as an honorary fellow at Cardiff University. But for you, go forth and multiply those who embrace empathy and compassionate lives. Go out and spread the message and use yourself the compassionate and empathetic approach in your lives from this day on, if you haven't done before, and many of you may well have. Diolch yn fawr iawn gyda dymuniadau gorau.
Inspirational, sir. Thank you very much indeed for that presentation. We're coming close to the end of our ceremony, but I think without a doubt, this has been the happiest and most joyous ceremony that we've had so far during our series. It really has been a wonderfully happy experience for me. Timing is everything, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been in a room with so many physiotherapists. Timing is everything. I don't ache at all at the moment. So thank you all. We're coming to the close. Can I first of all ask you to thank the gentleman up at the back who makes our entrances and departures a little more important than they really are. Robert Court. Now you've heard all the noise that your friends, family have made for you as you cross the stage. It's your turn now to repeat that noise. Can I ask you first of all, graduates, not graduands, graduates, could you all stand please? And let's see if we can lift the roof off this place. Over to you. And that accolade, of course, goes not just to family and friends, but to all the academics behind me who've helped you and supported you and worked with you. Thank you. Sit down. All right, stand up, give them another one. Go on. Thank you. As I said, we're now coming to the close. We will now show you a short video which will close the ceremony. When the video finishes, please everybody, would you stand while the platform party leaves the room. So again, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this ceremony, this celebration. Diolch yn fawr. All success in the future to all of you. Thank you.
You came to Cardiff. You worked. You played. You cried. You laughed. And you learned. From Butte Building to Butte Park, from Talabont to the Tav, you made memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. And you made your mark on Cardiff University.
We made lifelong friends, and we're still in touch. We still have reunions. And I have to say, of course, I met my husband in Cardiff.
I turned up in Cardiff in October of 1979, a very different city to what it is today. Student life in Cardiff then and now was great fun.
Cardiff University ranks as, one of the top universities in engineering, so it's the only university I applied for, actually.
I wanted to meet new people and enjoy my social life, I guess, as well, and I thought Cardiff gave me the opportunity to do that.
I had a huge amount of fun here. There are friends that I've kept over the years that I met on the course here at Cardiff.
Cardiff is a young city and an eclectic city. I never wanted to do it all over again. I don't think I would ever want to study anywhere other than Cardiff.
My English is Chinese English with some Welsh accent.
The week we played England in 2013 and beat them in Cardiff. England came for the Grand Slam in Cardiff and we blew them off the park. I sent my finals that week.
But your Cardiff journey doesn't end here. Cardiff will always be a part of you. Edrychwch o gwmpas. Look around. This is a room full of brilliant minds, talent, strength, ambition. You have worked so hard and discovered amazing things together. Today, you become Cardiff alumni, ready to shape the world with ideas, designs, dreams.
I think the experience doesn't stop with graduation.
Yeah, Cardiff had a massive impact on, I guess, me as a person.
It enabled me to have the confidence to campaign for many changes, for disabled people.
The values that were instilled all set me in incredible stead.
I'm forever grateful to Cardiff University for allowing me the ability really to study alongside my playing career.
Your time at university is what shapes most people.
Always carry with you the good values of being kind to people, being honest to people.
Certainly, without Cardiff, I wouldn't be where I am today. There's no doubt about that.
So let's go forward together. Go out into the world and make it a better place for everyone. And remember, no matter where your ambitions take you next, Cardiff will always be here.
Ôl-raddedig.
Congratulations.
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 Cardiff is so proud of you. Croeso. Welcome to our alumni community.